And when we get finished talking, if you have a question, you'll be feel free to ask me any question. All I ask you to do is take notes and just let me talk for a few minutes. And then once I get finished, I promise you, I'll allow you to ask me any questions you feel like you need to know. I want to make sure you understand 100% what we are and who we are and what you're here for tonight and why you was invited here. My name is Alvin Curry. I am originally out of I always tell people I'm from the suburbs of Holly Springs. Because those of you from around Holly Springs, you know of a little place called Waterford, which is the country. That's where I grew up at. I live now in Atlanta, Georgia. My wife and I both went to school there and grew up there. We left there in the mid-70s, and we have lived in a numerous amount of places, but God gave us the desires of our heart to live here in Atlanta, and we've been here now for almost 30 years here in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia. My wife and I have 3 adult children, and we have been in the personal financial success business for more than 30 years. What I'm going to share with you tonight, I started doing this in 1986. I started as a part-time associate selling life insurance and investment products. I evolved into the mortgage business and then to other businesses along the way. And by 1988, I was 31 years old. My 3 children at that time was all very young, a 6-month-old, 8-year-old, and 10-year-old children. I left my job, and the principles and everything we're going to talk about over these next few minutes is what I raised my family on for the last 35 years. I nor my wife has ever had any other job. We don't do anything else, but we are blessed here. You see up in the left-hand corner, you see the name My Econ. That's short for My Economy. I want you to take a My Economy approach to this. Think about this, My Economy. And then I want you to look at it from this angle, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a personal financial success company, but I, Alvin Curry, I have a society of people I'm helping to become a millionaire. Our mission and vision in our company is to help 1 million people become millionaires. And so if you're one of those people that want to become a millionaire, no matter what age you are, no matter what you've been told, just stay tuned and just ask me any question you want to ask me. See, you can't listen to people that don't want to be a millionaire tell you can't be one because they don't want to be there. You can't listen to people that don't even try to get that done. See, you can talk to someone who's working on it and trying to get it done. They're trying and learning. Okay, I see that. You can say, okay, do you have a plan? Let's see it. So if you want to be financially independent, if you want to be a millionaire, you're in the right place at the right time. Corporate America out here today, prices have escalated all across this country. I'm sure every one of you can see how much rent and mortgages have gone up in the last 2 years. I'm certain everyone can see the price of gas and all the things out here. All the grocery stores and everything have raised their price in the last 2 years. And there have been nothing done about it from the position of the president, the Congress, the governors of your state, or the mayors of your city. It's not their job to fix your economy. It's their job to try to fix the U.S. economy. And all the time, you hear them talk about the U.S. economy either doing good or maybe it's getting ready for a recession. You hear them talk about this state or that state is doing good or it's going through bad times. But here's the deal. What about your personal household? So if you're looking and you see what I'm doing, tap yourself right here in the chest and say, my economy. I want you to choose My Economy tonight. Let me tell you a little bit about who this company is and what we do and what makes us special. Again, if you just take a few notes, we're going to talk about this just for a few minutes, and then we're going to let you ask any question to wrap this up and bring all of this to a full-fledged understanding tonight. Thank you again for getting on. Those of you that are guests tonight, those of you that are associates already with us, then we thank you. Again, this is Alvin Curry. We are actually, the company now is an 18-year-old company based out of Atlanta, Georgia here. I am one of the co-founders. This company was founded in my basement in 2005 in Stone Mountain, Georgia. My wife and I and 3 other couples, a total of 4 couples, own this business, and we have been building it and growing it. We're a technology-savvy company. That's what we're here tonight over the internet doing this tonight, and we're debt-free. I want you to hear that. We started debt-free. We're debt-free. We want to talk to you about you being debt-free and how you live your life. We've helped generate over $500 million, $500 million in cash flow for people's lives just like yours. So understand, this is what has gone in the pockets and the household of families just like yours. See, everybody needs more cash flow. Everybody. It's a universal concept. Everybody. Individuals need more cash flow. Companies need more cash flow. Nonprofit, government, still nonprofit, the church, and all these people. They said, give me more, give me more. You see, fraternities, sororities, all of these people, they need more money. You see the government trying to find ways to raise taxes. We just had a big budget discussion here. They need more money. And then corporations, they just raise their price because they want more money. But they didn't raise pay raises to correspond with that. So you need more money for your lifestyle. You need more money so you can invest. And you're going to need more money so you can eliminate debt. So at MyEcon, we're going to help you get more cash flow. We're going to use financial strategies. We got products and services, and we got a business ownership model that if you take advantage of any or all of these three things, you can increase your cash flow to whatever levels you want to in your home right away. So let's talk about the first one called financial strategies. These are 5 strategies. These are not sales. This is not something other that you do that you have to go out and do to make money. These are, if you implement this in your life, you will get more money in your paycheck. The first step is called quick cash flow increase via the W-4. According to the IRS, 80+% of Americans have their W-4 filled out incorrect on their job. Now, many of you may wonder, Alvin, how do you say that? Well, first and foremost, you may not even know what that W-4 is. I didn't know for many years. You fill that out when you start work on a job as a part of your hiring package. It tells the company how much taxes it withhold from your check so you can pay taxes, prepay your taxes. So at the end of the year, the IRS says if you get a tax refund, you overpaid your taxes. Think about what a refund is. If you were to go back to the store to get a refund, you would just simply get in the money you paid for something. So when you get a tax refund, that is evident that your W-4 is filled out incorrectly. If you join us in business, one of the first things we would do within the first 72 hours, again, you have to allow us to do this, is we'll walk you through how to correct your W-4. And let's say, for example, you're getting a $3,000 tax refund at the end of each year. You, instead of getting that refund, you will get $250 more back in your paycheck. If you're getting another $250 taken out of your check for state income taxes, we can show you how to put that money back in your pocket. You get more money in your paycheck by simply making an adjustment to a form on the website of the IRS. That's a strategy. The next thing is, you all have heard the biggest tax, the wealthiest people out here, or the biggest organizations pay little to no taxes relative to what you do. They pay a small percentage of what they earn, if at all, anything on taxes. We use the word minimizing taxes via business deductions. What we want to help you do is we want to help you eliminate or minimize your federal and state income taxes. So I want you to envision, if no federal, if no state taxes came out of your check, how much more money would be in your check? There is no law that requires you to pay tax. I'm sorry. There is a law that requires you to file taxes. There is no law that requires you to pay taxes. Remember, wealthy people, many of them don't pay them. They don't go to jail. But you do file. And as long as you hear them talk about wealthy folks got loopholes. If you want to call them loopholes, we call it, the real name is tax deduction. Business tax deduction. We want to show you how using ordinary things you're already doing, driving your car back and forth to work every day, how that can become a tax deduction for you. How utilizing your cell phone can become a tax deduction for you. Each of your children, you're going to raise them in a way, you're going to spend money on them in a way. How do you, instead of giving them an allowance, you can turn any money you spend on your children into an additional tax deduction up to $13,000 per child. You could do things like go on family vacations, family emergencies, and you can turn those travel into tax deductible business expense. That's what the laws of the land says. Anyone can do, not just wealthy people. Anyone can do this. And so we want to teach you how to do it. That's a strategy. If you have poor credit, it's not by accident. The way credit works in this country, most people will have poor credit because they make your bills. When you go out and mortgage a home, they're going to make your mortgage payment based on your gross income. So if you have a $75,000 a year household income, that's $6,250 a month. They're going to make your payment based upon the gross income, not the net. Well, you know you don't bring that home. The net is how much you bring home. All your bills, if they based on $6,250, and let's just say you bring it home $5,000, you got a problem. You're going to have bad credit. And the worse your credit gets, the lower your credit score goes, the higher they can raise your interest. We want to help you build great credit. We have a do-it-yourself credit system that will teach you how to not only fix your credit, but how to maintain good credit and grow good credit and keep it for all your life. That's a strategy. When you have good credit, if you borrow money now, you get better interest rates. As an example, the current interest rates to borrow for a home is pretty high. If you got 750 credit score, you're going to probably pay around 6% interest on a mortgage today. However, if your credit is dropped down to the 600s range, you would pay somewhere between 8 and 10% on that same home. That will cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in the life of that mortgage. That's going to put money back in your pocket, a strategy. Debt elimination. We just kind of talked about that already, about high interest rates. You got to get out of debt, pay off all that credit card debt, pay off all those car loans, pay off all those student loans. Now that interest that they will charge you on that, you won't have to pay it because you don't owe debt, and you'll eliminate debt, and that'll put more money back in your pocket. Then we want to teach you to invest like the pros. Most folks been fearful of talking about investing. They think, man, I don't want nothing to do with that stock market, but they say that thing up and down. Well, let me ask you this right here. Do you want anything to do with Nike? Do you want anything to do with McDonald's? Do you want anything to do with Walmart? Do you want anything to do with Bank of America? Anything to do with any of these big corporations? If you do business with them, they are the stock market. So if you do business with them, why wouldn't it be good enough to buy their stock? So we're going to teach you how to buy stock and invest so you can build a retirement income for yourself. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the U.S. Census Bureau, 95% of Americans, by the time they retire, they work all their lives. They don't have enough money to replace their working income. See, if you're going to retire one day, you must ask yourself in the first person, when I retire, where will I get the money I need to live and retire? See, base your income the day you have today, whatever that is. Just for an example, you make $50,000 a year now. 20 times $50,000 is $1 million. Someone has to build an investment portfolio for you of $1 million in order for you to retire and have a $50,000 income. If you don't put anything in your 401k today, when you retire, you won't have anything. If the only thing you put anything in is Social Security, when you retire, the only thing you have is Social Security. So we want to help you. These are strategies, all 5 of these strategies. If you employ them in your life in somewhere in around a 10 to 15-year stretch, you can be a millionaire just employing these strategies in your life. None of these strategies require you to be a great salesman. None of these strategies require you to be a great spokesperson. Now, let's talk about what does add to that and cut that time frame down. Okay, our number one product, if you can learn to do a few things we teach you, travel is a great business. Travel is a $9 trillion business. And many of you love to travel. We have a travel membership that if you sell that membership, it'll give you up to 70% off the prices of hotels, airline tickets, rental cars, and the places you stay in, like even homes like B&Bs and all that stuff. Man, that's a huge difference. We beat Priceline. We beat Travelocity. We beat all of the Hotel.com. Up to 70% discount. And we'll show you our prices and theirs. Over millions of hotels, luxury residents, cruises, rental cars, flights, excursions, all these things. If we can't beat the price, we'll give you 110% back. When you market out travel, now you can make a commission. So let's say you just start making a few $100s a month on commission. Now you can accelerate your wealth plan because you have additional money coming in through sales and marketing. See, remember we said we're going to teach you 3 ways to make money: through our products and services, through our financial success, and then we're going to talk about our business in just a minute. Now, let's talk about a couple of other products you can make great money on. Millions of people, 100 million people in America today got poor credit. We got a credit repair system that can help anybody fix their credit anywhere between 90 and 180 days. This credit repair system is $99 a year. Most people start somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 and go up for one person just to fix their credit. This is an awesome credit repair system. It is a do-it-yourself. We want you to understand how it works, because when someone do it for you, most people return the poor credit within 2 years of that. Then we have identity theft. You see them advertise identity theft on television. Well, we have an identity theft program that's equal to or greater than that program. You even have the $1 million identity theft insurance and all of that. Our program will build your residual income if you sign someone up for that program. Then we have other great products: roadside assistance. We have health and wellness products. These are all products and services. If you will allow me to, and my team will teach you how to market these products. We have online tools that will teach you how to market these products and services. And when you market these products and services, you can make anywhere from a few $100s a month to tens of thousands of dollars a month marketing products and services. So when you start to think about this, you saying they won't give me no pay raise, then what are you going to do about that? Let's talk about business ownership. I was sitting in Tacoma, Washington in 1986. I was working for what was then TCI Cable, making $10 an hour. I wanted to make more money, and I didn't know how to get no more. I was a union vice president, and I saw myself fighting with the union over 10 cents an hour pay raise. Well, I went in business in December of 1986, and by September 1988, I was making more money in business part-time than I was full-time. And by 1995, I became a millionaire. See, business ownership is the fastest way to grow your income. You don't have to ask anyone for a pay raise. It's based on how hard you want to work. Now, again, remember, you can pick any, or we want you to pick all 3 of these. But you can just say, I want to do the financial success part. You can say, I want to just do the product side. But if you want to build income, 2/3 of all millionaires in business today are business owners. And we're in what's called the direct sales or network marketing industry. This industry has produced 15 million millionaires. If you add up the NBA, the NFL, and the Major League Baseball and soccer, and all 4 of them put them together, they ain't produced nowhere near as many millionaires as the direct marketing business has. By far, we'll produce more millionaires than all of the movies in Hollywood. See, someone told you something wrong when they told you this don't work. They didn't tell you that they didn't know what they were talking about. But listen to me, please. I'm not trying to brag. I want you to listen. I have lived this life now since 1988. I have 3 children, all of my adults. I have a wife, and we have increased every year of our lives. There's never been a time in our lives since we've been in business that we didn't have enough money to take care of every need that we had and to be a blessing to our church community and to members of families and friends of our community, and to invest and build. Ladies and gentlemen, if you join this business, this is an awesome business for you. So when you build this business, to understand how it works, we're going to teach you how to enroll people into our membership and how to sell our products and services. We're going to give you video testimonies that you can use to show to other people of successful clients and successful people. And then we have automated tools that you can send out to market this products and services with. Just like you were invited here tonight, this is all we need you to do is invite somebody to these calls. And when you do, I'll do the talking for you, and other leaders I have in place that do talking for you. Let's look at some potential earnings that you can do. See, in a job, when you work for an hourly wage, you're working for what's called a linear pay system. You work an hour, you pay the hour. You work a month, you pay the month. Somewhere along the way, if you don't have any vacation days or sick days, when you don't work, you don't get paid. In a salary job, a little bit better, but it's still a linear pay system. It's based upon job being done at that moment, at that time. But wealthy people work on something called leverage. They earn money off the efforts of other people. See, Walmart children, Sam Walton children, they got pure leverage income. 2 million people work for Walmart, and the children and grandchildren are billionaires because all those people work for Walmart. That's leverage income to the Walton family. So when you join us as a business and you market our memberships, you can earn up to $76 on personal enrollment. That's a linear system. You just earn money on linear pay at that. But now when you earn the $10 on team enrollment, that's leverage. That's the same kind of income that the Walton children are getting. Remember, they don't make $10 on everything they sell at the store. Some things they make more than $10. But we got up to $10 on enrollment. Now, when we talk about products and services, they range a little bit more. You can make a little bit more or a little bit less. And you can earn up to $13 a month on what we call monthly residual, meaning every single month. Just like your Netflix account. You pay that every month. Somebody get paid on that Netflix account. You pay your cell phone bill every month. Somebody get paid on that cell phone bill. You pay your light bill every month. Somebody get paid on that. Look at wealthy companies. Look at how they get paid. And look at how, if you work for one, how they pay you. Look at how you earn. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I would never suggest that. I'm not telling you not to like your job. But I am telling you to say, hey, how do I fix me and my family? So if we can teach you how to go out and get 5 team sales a week, you make up front. That means every week, we pay every week, every Friday, $38 a week. In a year, you'd have 250 sales. But now that monthly residual would be built up to $3,200 a month. If you could work a little harder and build 20 team sales a week, that's $1,520 a week. We have people that do 100 sales a week by themselves. That's 1,000 sales a year. That's $13,000 residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you change the dynamic of your family. You will own this business when you come in business with us, our network or distributorship. When you come in business with us, you own that. And whatever income you build, whenever you transition out of this earth, it'll go to your family. It'll never come back to us. So how do we get started here today? Our income shifted membership. We got 2 memberships. But we're going to teach you all of our cash flow strategies, how to minimize taxes, get out of debt, how to build great credit, how to invest like the pros. That's our income shifted membership. That membership is going to cost you, to get started tonight, $19.95 to start. It's going to cost you $39.95 monthly, starting 30 days from now. All of that is tax deductible. So therefore, since it's tax deductible, it really is a free business. See, because when you do this, you get to write this off on your taxes. And the government pays your bills. This is what wealthy companies do. We want to know, how do they get away with what they do? Then if you take our elite membership, it adds everything in the income shifted membership, and then it adds the travel. And then that's an additional $10 a month. Now the startup on that is $49.95 to get started, and then it's $49.95 a month. See, the income shifted membership is only $39.95, and the elite is $49.95. So ladies and gentlemen, someone invited you here tonight. First of all, I want to thank them for inviting you here. But secondly, what I would like to do now is I want to thank you for being on the call, and then I want you to take me to task. Ask me any questions you want to ask me